So basically, with her job, she is kind of trained to hunt in a way. So she's hunting for, see if she can not see it. She's hunting for this in a way, which is her favorite toy, a tennis ball. So she's trained so that when she finds, when she finds a drug, she'll respond a certain way and she'll get her tennis ball. So for that, if you want someone to be playing all the time, you want them to be super, have a lot of energy and really love what they do, right? So Cia is is bred from other types of dogs who are really hyper and who really like to use their nose and really like to hunt. So that's why she is so hyper and energetic.
All right. So what job specifically does Cia do at the Lake Stevens Police Department?
So Cia and I work for drug detection with the city. So we basically go to areas where someone thinks that there might be drugs, illegal drugs, such as in cars or houses or bags or things that people threw while they were running from us. And she uses her nose to find them and to tell us that, yeah, there's illegal drugs here so that we can take them off the street and help keep people safe.
How does she tell you? That's one of the questions here. So how does she let you know when she's found drugs?
So it's a couple different phases. So the first one is called a change of behavior. So she'll suddenly do something that she wasn't doing before, which is generally she'll start sniffing really intensely at the location, and she'll what's called cast her head up to try and find the smell, or she'll lift herself up to find the smell. And then when she does find it, she'll lock up her body and she'll sit down most of the time. But sometimes she decides to do her own thing. But I'd say 99.9% of the time, she sits down and waits for me to reward her, which is her tennis ball.
I noticed in the chat that a student wrote, I feel like hyper is a good trait for a police dog and super calm and gentle is a good trait for a therapy dog. Perfect, good breeding.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. All right, so how old is Cia and when is her birthday? And can you convert that to human years?
I can, because I looked it up before we started. But Cia just turned 5 years old. So her birthday is October 1st, so she just had her birthday. And I think that makes her about 40 years old in human years, but I think that she's going to live to be about 200 years old.
Yes,
Hopefully.
she will. Yes, of course. And so one of the students asked, is she a Malinois?
She is. She's a Belgian Malinois. Good job. Not a lot of people know that breed of dog. It's a pretty specific dog to police work and to military dogs. So, yeah.
Where did she get her name?
I'm not entirely sure. She had this name when we went and picked her up in the kennel, which was over in Indiana, which is across the United States, and she was imported from Holland, which is over in Europe. Come on. You can tell she really wants to explore. She's not a big sit and get pet person, her dog. So, yeah, so they named her at some point, and I thought that it was a good enough name that she should keep it for sure.
Awesome. And there may be some students here who knows how long Bruce was trained. Bruce was trained for about 1.5 years with some kind of training and then 6 months of very specific training. What kind of training has Cia had?
So Cia was, they called imprinted on odor when she was at the kennel. So I can't tell you exactly how long that takes, but basically that's the initial learning what drugs are and what they smell like and what she should do. After that, I had to do 200 hours with her as a team. So we did about 2 months of training every day. And then after that, we have to do 4 hours a week, and we have to recertify and do a test every year. So that's how it's an ongoing thing. Basically.
Yeah, that's a lot of school.
It's a lot of school.
And a lot of continuing education credits.
It is. It is.
Oh, so has Cia met Bruce before?
Cia did meet Bruce. So as you can tell, Cia is very hyper, and she loves other dogs, but she's not entirely sure how to play with them. So she's a little rough, we'll say, with playing. So and Bruce is very sweet and quiet. So we decided it might be better for them to just kind of do it in turns today.
Yeah, Bruce would really like a very gentle game of chase, and Cia likes to play really big and really fast and
Wrestle and
so it's a different kind. All right, how many jobs does she do?
How many jobs does she do? I'd say she does the one, which is just narcotic detection is what it's called. So she just smells out drugs, and then if you want to say that being a partner and a friend to me is a job, then she's got 2 jobs.
That's perfect. That makes a lot of sense. All right, so this question is a 3-parter.
Okay.
How smart is she? What tricks can she do? And how many, we answered that one already. So how smart is she and what tricks can she do?
Well, I'd say that she is very smart for a dog. Sometimes she does stuff that makes me question it, but she really is very intelligent in figuring things out and in knowing what to do, and is intuitive. So what was the second part of it?
How many tricks can she do?
She can't do very many tricks. She can sit and she can lay down and she can drop her ball, and she does some cool looking tricks when we're playing catch, but I think that's just because she really wants the ball. So.
Okay. Well, and then a follow-up question to this is a question that Bruce gets almost daily, and I'm not sure why, but it's, can she do a backflip?
She's probably capable of doing a backflip, but it's not something she's ever done or we've ever trained to do. So I would say no.
Okay. Has she ever saved somebody?
Well, I think that's kind of a hard question because I think that she saves people every day with what she does because, drugs are dangerous, and the more drugs that we get off the street, then that's drugs that people aren't using, which is unhealthy or dangerous to them. So if you look at it that way, then I like to think she saved a lot of people.
She has saved a lot of people and has worked on keeping Lake Stevens pretty safe, it
Exactly.
sounds like. Nice job, Cia.
Mm-hmm.
What is her favorite toy and her favorite treat?
Her favorite toy, we can't let her see it. See, is a tennis ball. See?
Whoa. She likes that.
You see how she became focused and she's quiet and she's not moving?
Wow. She really likes that tennis ball.
She does. That's what she works for, like I said earlier. That's what she's hunting for. She knows that that's not what the drugs are, but she knows when she finds the drugs, she gets the tennis ball.
So that's her reward.
Yep.
Okay, so is the tennis ball her favorite toy and her favorite treat, or does she have a favorite treat?
No, she likes pretty much all treats. She likes, we get chicken jerky treats at Costco. You can see she smells these treats too.
Yeah, there's treats
Come
over
on.
there.
But there's chicken jerky treats at Costco that she absolutely loves.
So Bruce can do a few kind of fun commands, but his commands are geared toward helping people with disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things that he can do is he can open and close doors and turn on and off lights.
Wow.
So that training is specific to Bruce. And so the students want to know, is that something that Cia could learn to do or that she might know how to do already?
Oh, I definitely think it's something that she could learn to do. It's not something that she's trained on right now because it's not really, that's part of Bruce's job. It's not necessarily pertinent to her job.
Right.
So it's something she could learn if she wanted to, but something she does not know right now.
And now some questions about her likes. Does she like to swim?
We haven't gone swimming yet, but she has waded in the river, and I can tell you she probably would love to swim. So maybe this next summer when things get hot and things open up again, then I can take her for a swim if I have enough courage to do that.
And then they would like to know, who are her friends, and does she have any cat friends?
Well, I think that her friends are the other canines in Snohomish County. There's about 20 to 25 other canines working in Snohomish County.
Oh,
So for the
wow.
other cities and for the sheriff's office and for state patrol. So she's not alone in this job that she's doing. So she really likes them. And then I have a personal dog at home who's a German Shepherd named Teddy. And they're really close friends. As for cats, she tries to chase cats, so I don't think any cat wants to hang around too long to become friends with her.
Right, because she has all that energy.
She has all that energy. So hey,
Does she have any
Yes.
insecurities, or is she scared of anything?
she doesn't like people yelling. She gets a little quiet when people yell. and then she does not like fireworks. So 4th of July, New Year's, and Seahawks games, she tends to not like those. She pants and she kind of shakes, and so I have to go in and sit with her for those days.
Yeah.
So.
I noticed in the chat, which I can see, that a student mentioned some dogs can smell cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And dogs can smell a lot of things, and they're trained to alert us to those things. Is there anything you want to teach us about that, or more about what dogs can smell or how well they can smell?
Well, dogs' noses, you can see how long they are much more sensitive than human noses. Some people say 1,000, some people say 10,000, some people say 1,000,000 times better than the human noses. So what you smell is not necessarily what not necessarily what they smell. But the way I was explained to me is when you smell a pizza, you go, oh, that's a pizza. But dogs can say, oh, that's crust, and that's pepperoni, and that's cheese, and that's tomato sauce, and they can pick out all those different things, which is what she does and how she works. But yeah, there's dogs that smell cancer that are trained very similar way to how she was trained with drugs. There's dogs that can smell out digital evidence, so computers and CDs and that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Dogs that smell out truffle, truffle mushrooms, whatever. I should probably know that, but.
So Cia right now is looking at Officer Irwin. You guys, a lot of you may know Officer Irwin. Come in.
Cia. Calm down.
Come in and say hi to you guys in a minute. Do you know if she likes to chase her tail?
I've never seen her chase her tail, but I think that if she found out how to, she might like that.
How does she react when someone is injured? And has she ever been injured while on the job?
I don't think that she's ever seen someone injured. I might have bumped my head or stubbed my toe or something, and she's pretty caring, so she'll come and check on me if she thinks that I'm upset. But as for on the job, last Christmas actually, she cut her foot open pretty bad on something in my backyard, so I had to take her to the vet, and she got stitches, and it was a whole ordeal. But other than that, no, she's been pretty healthy.
That's good to know that she's safe while she's at work.
Oh,
too.
of course,
Yeah. Was she ever working in the military?
Good question, but no, she was not a military dog. So they generally will do the military and then they'll retire. They'll do police work and then they'll retire. Every once in a while, you'll have some. You'll have some that do both, but that's not the most common kind of path for them.
Okay. And let's see. Did I already ask who her friends were? Yes, we answered that question. When does she act differently? Like sometimes Bruce, when he's at work, he's very calm, and then when he has his free time, he likes to play and go crazy. Mm-hmm. So does she act differently when she's on duty than when she is off duty? She
sleeps more when she's off duty, I think, because she's not working, so she just knows that this is time to relax. Except for when we go and play fetch in the backyard, and then she's like this. So. Here. I'm going to give her just a little bit of a break. Okay.
There we go. She's going to take a little break and run around the room. What's she doing right now? Do you want to describe to the students?
She's just running around. She's sniffing around. She's basically always working. She might actually be able to sniff. There you go.
Oh, she found what?
She found my.
I think she sees the boxes.
Well, she found a bin of toys. And so while she's doing that, let's see. Oh, do you happen to know what her siblings do?
I don't know what her siblings do. I'd imagine that they probably, because of how the breeding and the importing goes with them, that they're probably police dogs or military dogs as well.
Police dogs and military dogs. That makes sense. And then last but not least, can you share with us what color her eyes are?
So I can't. I'm actually colorblind. But I think that maybe Officer Irwin could tell you what color they are if she got close. Okay, so I'll explain to you guys a little bit what I'm setting up. So I need to remake nicer ones, but these are called scent boxes. Here, let me get closer. These are called scent boxes. So they're literally just a box with a hole in the top, and one of them has drugs in them. So I'm going to set them up. Cia obviously doesn't know which one is when I set them down, But hopefully she can tell us which one it is using her nose, okay? So we'll see. She hasn't actually used scent boxes in a while, so we'll see how this goes.
You can't look. Hide your eyes.
Because it's on.
Yeah. If you can't see, Officer Irwin is hiding her eyes right now, so she can't see what's going on.
It was in her hand when you were over there.
Oh, there it is. Where would I be without Officer Irwin?
Oh, yeah. At home TV.
She's kind of breathing hard because she's so excited. So we'll see if I can get her to sniff through her nose. She did. There you go. That's a good girl.
That's
That's a
awesome.
good girls.
So what, you said something to her before she started
So-
smelling.
It's her command to search. It says, "Where's gift?" So that was from my trainer, what he used. When I first got her, her command was zoeke, which is in Dutch, I believe. I can't remember. So if you guys look, this is the one that she indicated on me say. That's the one that had the drugs in it. So she's distracted with her tennis ball and Officer Irwin right now. So we're gonna move these around. And she is smart enough to remember which one it looked like sometimes, so we'll try and trick her. It's like the shell game. Has anyone ever played the shell game where there's something underneath?
All right, she's not watching. She's playing with her tennis ball, which is cute. I wish you guys could see it.
Okay, here. Zip. Whoa. Okay, I can't fit back there. You get it. This way. Okay. Come here. Ready? And close. Leave it. So have you heard that? That was her command to drop the ball. I don't know if I was on the screen for that, but. Okay, where's your? Yes, I'm good girl. Oh no.
That's awesome.
Good girl.
Nice job. Cia did really good work today. That was fun to watch her. I
Yes.
appreciate all of you coming, and then we would like to give Cia a gift.
A gift for
coming.
Cia. Oh
A
my
gift
goodness.
For Cia.
Look at this.
Good job.
Did you get
Good
something?
job.
Oh, did you get something? Yeah, you got treats. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah.
Whoa! So if you guys want to just type into the chat a really big thank you for Officer Michael for bringing out Cia today, and a big thank you to Cia for doing her demonstration. We really appreciate the Lake Stevens Police Department for loaning us Officer Michael and Cia
Thank you for
today.
the opportunity. It was a lot of fun. And she did a great job.
No, got my tennis ball.
Yeah, can you guys hear her panting like through the video? It's really loud. Awesome. Thank you all so much. And I hope all of you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family and a wonderful break. It was really good to see everyone, and you have a second period to get to.